Bro, it's Indiana.
In Indiana, from the depths of our secret lair.
Bro, it's totally a bookstore.
And whose fault is that? Fine, never mind. In Indiana, from the depths of our bookstore comes a well-coordinated coterie of serious kindred.
You're joking, right?
I'd rather be reading a book anyway. Fine. Come check out our chronicle as a bunch of misfit kindred drift from one crisis to another. Happy?
Bro, what happened to the voice?
Indy by night. We'll see you Tuesday. Oh, hey, hi, hello, we are here. Welcome on in, where Carter forgets to spend XP and I get to laugh. We're going to go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing and what clan we're a part of. Welcome back to the one, the only Eva Hill. Now you get to also help the coterie smash things when things want to get smashed. We'll go ahead and get started with Warren.
Hi, I'm Warren. I'm playing Carter, and I forgot to spend my XP. Which probably wouldn't have had time to do anyway, in between all the bombs that Bruce keeps dropping on us every week. Can't a kindred ever just, read a book and have some time to think?
No.
I'm a Tremere, by the way, if that wasn't apparent.
I respect it. Next up, we have Hannah.
Hey, I'm Hannah, playing Eva Hill, the Bruja, and I'm just enjoying putting together all the puzzle pieces of who slaughtered the X. So, we'll see what I come up with.
So the real question, does X mark the spot?
No.
Okay. Next up, we have Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I play Dimitri, the Ventru, and I just gotta say, right from the beginning, Nessa's scum proved it last week.
And what clan are you playing?
Ventru, sir.
Ooh. And last but not least, we have Ian.
Hey, I'm Ian. I am playing the one and only Michael, who happens to be a Ravnos. And I'd like to point out that, we're doing some things, and some things are happening to us, but we haven't actively started a fire in at least 4 sessions. So, I think we're due.
In our defense, 3 of those sessions were in one day, so.
Yeah. Well,
It's been a really long day.
I'm just saying.
One of us started a fire at the beginning of that night.
Our pyromaniacs out there, don't worry, it's coming.
I just wanted to point it out just in case as a cast we didn't realize that we were drifting away from brand. We need to bring it back in. But yeah, Michael, the Ravnus, I'm new to the Camarilla, new to the coterie, happy to be here. Not necessarily happy to be a part of the Camarilla, but all the same, it is what it is. We're here, and we're dealing with it. So, go team.
Indeed. In last week's episode, it was a lot of intelligence that was gathered as Carter spent a good amount of time doing a ritual to speak to his sire over in Chicago and sort of getting some information on who she would like to see as Princess of Indianapolis. And also asking, because she has some sort of tie with the Prince of Chicago, if he had any sort of information or preference. She did not mention that she had any idea of who he would rather, but said that she would get that information and be returning a call in the next couple of days and having Carter reach back out. Eva spent some time plotting, trying to figure out and solve some puzzle pieces, while Michael and Dimitri went on a little bit of a trip. They went to just down the street, as they had a contact from Michael who could go ahead and provide some phone data after making the drop, and then some, I don't know if you want to say mild interrogation of some poor individuals who were just waiting for the bus to get there. You guys shortly found that the person that was supposed to be taking the money did get the money and did provide you a new location, one that was familiar to you the closer you got to it, of being the one, the only, the Grove. You guys did go ahead and make your way up and complete this transaction with this individual named Omnis. And you guys were able to go ahead and after the end of the transaction, which was very, very good for you guys got a lot of good metadata as well as a lot of data on physical location. But you guys also gained a lot of explosives. We're talking 8 pieces of high-grade military explosives that he was going to use to level this building if it turned out to be a trap. As you guys barely and miraculously, thanks to some willpower usage, was able to go ahead and get those bombs removed from the exterior and interior of the club, went ahead and head back to the bookstore to get some much needed rest. Carter went to go and make sure that Hunter was telling Sally that, hey, we'll be out, but we'll be back tomorrow night, and to help take care of her during the mortal hours. Some otherworldly things began to happen as doors began to open and shut quickly, and Carter, being the Tremere that he is, must investigate, for that is how knowledge works, and began to go in and found, thanks to the eyes of oblivion, see the ghost dive straight into Sally, and then began to use her as a puppet, requesting that Carter do and be a kindred of their word and make them immortal, and said that he would be residing within Sally until Carter could figure out how to make him whole. And that is where we are picking up. I believe, Carter, you went ahead and left the room after this agreement was struck.
I believe I did. The only correction I will add is I believe my sire said that they would prefer Caleb. She was going to call me back if she could find anything about how to break a blood bond.
You are indeed correct. Thank you for the correction. But you guys were all able to go ahead and get a good day's sleep. That being said, I will allow you guys all to regain your willpower, equal to, I believe it is your resolve or your, I can't remember the other stat for it. Either one back to be able to gain some of that back. And
be composure.
Oh, you are right. Composure or dang, you're just so good at this whole vampire game. So go ahead and regain some willpower, y'all. I do have a question for those who have some superficial and or aggravated damage they would like to not be aggravated anymore. Would you like to reduce that and make some hunger rolls in the process?
Yes.
No.
I respect it.
I'm keeping my 1 point of aggravated damage. This brand ain't going away.
It's pretty on brand.
Do
So
you need us to make rouse checks for waking up?
yes, I will need everyone else to also go ahead and make rouse
You need
checks
us
as
to
well.
turn in our homework too. Like,
I was gonna get there. I was just working on the people that were gonna have to make multiple throughout the night. Like our boy Carter here, who might wake up very, very hungry.
Very hungry.
Yeah, because I see here that it looks like you on your first rouse check, Carter, are at 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Though I do have some blood bags from the last hunt.
Okay.
So I will drink. I will knock that hunger back down to 2 before if I can, before I try to heal.
So the aggravation healing goes actually before the rouse check to wake. The
Oh, okay.
superficial is what you can do like anytime, but aggravation, it happens at the beginning of a night if you would like to.
And I forget how it works. I roll once for each box that I'm trying to heal.
No, you roll 3 times for 1 box that you're trying to heal.
Woof.
And
Okay.
you can actually only heal 1 per night anyway. So you could try to make 3 rouses for 1 box if you would like to.
And if I get a hit on any one of them, it heals. It's been a minute.
No, so no matter what, it heals up. But it's just what the outcome of your hunger might be. And as a reminder, if you fail the rouse check to wake up while you're at hunger 5, your happy butt goes into torpor.
Yeah, no, I'm too. I won't try to heal it then. I'm too hungry to. I need to eat before I mess with that.
full send it. What's the worst that could happen? You just take a really long nap.
A really long nap,
Yeah.
like a Warren goes and rolls up another character kind of nap.
Seems okay.
Which I mean would be an interesting twist, but
Even for Warren, it's an interesting twist.
would not go well for Carter.
Oh, I'm sure your coterie would find someone who could give their blood to you.
Yeah, that's probably fair. But no, I'll that's good. I'll eat today. I'll heal tomorrow. Surely we won't spend 4 sessions in this night.
I wouldn't. Knowing this coterie, I couldn't imagine it. So I do see here we have Dimitri now hunger 2. Michael is still rocking that same amount of hunger. Carter rocking hunger 3, and poor Eva also rocking hunger 3. We have some very hungry kindred in our midst.
I'm actually going to use one of the bags from my previous hunt.
Okay.
I think that leaves me with 1 bag left.
Sick.
And I'm going to go back down to 1 hunger there.
I love that for you.
Same for me, but down to 2.
I also love that for you. Any of our non-filthy blood bag users would like to go on a hunt?
I would still like to go on a hunt.
Okay.
I'm also down to go on a hunt. I need a restock.
Also, Carter would take exception to be called a filthy blood bag user because blood bags are less filthy, right? That's the entire point of a blood bag is less mess.
Not if you spill it.
Facts.
Who's spilling a blood bag? What am I, a kindergartner?
Maybe.
Vamping all wrong, bro.
For those of you
Capri Sun
who are looking for Capri Suns, are you looking for Capri Suns, or are you looking to reduce hunger to 0 when you guys go hunting? Because that is a different sort of hunting.
At this point, I'm looking to reduce hunger to 0. Like
Okay.
I don't have time to f around.
I'll go on this. I'll go on this quest to reduce to 0. I'm not gonna let my boy go out there and do crime by himself. How bad could this go for us right at the start of a new night?
It's like terrible that I'm like the voice of reason right now. I'm not dropping bodies in my domain, so I'll just get that down to 1.
Same. I'm
Let,
just going to 1.
let me get these dice out real quick. Eva,
Jesus.
Eva and Dimitri, please go ahead and make your respective hunt rolls.
Woo.
Eva, welcome on back.
Oh.
Whew.
It's good to have you back. Welcome back with the almost bestial failure right off the bat. But you go ahead and successfully feed. Please go ahead and reduce your hunger to 1. Dimitri, you also feed. Feel free to reduce your hunger back down to 1 as well. Now, Carter and Michael,
Yeah.
you guys are taking this hunt together, I'm assuming. Or are you guys trying to go separately?
No, I feel like we can go together.
Okay.
Yeah. One watches, like one plays lookout while the other feeds, and then we switch.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable.
And in what capacity are you guys attempting to go hunt? This is not your primary way of hunting. So how are
Okay.
we going to be looking to go hunt?
I have a proposition for you. And that proposition is I've got black market
Okay.
as a specialty,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got a decent charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just see if we can buy somebody?
Whoa.
Bro. It's like I don't even know you anymore.
Kind of ingenious, though.
Like, it sounds awful the way I said it. It's okay. Either way, it's awful. There's no good way to say it.
Yeah, hang on. Explain the good way of buying someone to kill them.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
No. See, we're not going through like a third party. We're going to go offer somebody money. Hey, here's money.
So you're giving money to the person you're going to kill.
Yeah, we're
When are they going to spend the money?
we're full circle GTA in this. Give them
That's
money.
way more complicated than Carter's MO.
We give them money. We then consume their blood. Take the money. Repeat for the next one, so we're both at 0. It sounded way smoother in my head before I started talking about it.
So we've established that Carter knows where to find crunchy people, and you ate Taco Bell with scotch the other day, so clearly you don't care.
I've eaten questionable things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
whatever. I'm in.
when I go try to find somebody, I'm typically looking for somebody who is dying anyway, right?
Mm-hmm. So are you
So
into like a
that's where
morgue or not a morgue, like a hospital, or looking for a hospice center or something of that nature?
Well, I would normally say like, yeah, I'll go to the hospital because Sally's there, but nope. So I know before it seemed like I could figured out where some people who were, I guess, addicts or
Mm-hmm.
people who were overdosing and that kind of thing were, and I fed on one of them.
Yep.
So if, something like that, if there's a hospital that I know in the area, sure. Otherwise, I'll look for somebody who is in the process of dying, and I will speed them along pleasantly. Totally for them, not for me.
Yeah, I
right.
mean, there is definitely a rather large hospital in Terre Haute that has all sorts of different levels of injuries. So it would not be too difficult for you to be able to go and make a hunt roll there. Now, since this isn't your predatory style, I will say that the DC for this will be 3 because it is not your main way that you hunt.
Sure.
I have
It'll be
something to see if I can toss this in here to help out. If we're looking for like a hospice home or like a hospital that'll open up for us, that kind of thing, can I use my Streetwiser Black Market to help out with that?
You would also make the roll as well, so you can go ahead and roll charisma plus persuasion as well.
Was that for both of us?
No, that would be for Michael.
Okay.
Yours would be intelligence plus medicine.
Since I'm planning on drain to 0 anyway, can I surge on this?
You absolutely can. Please go ahead and roll to add your. See if you add hunger. You don't. You're
Bet.
fine. So go ahead and add plus 2 dice.
This is difficulty.
I will do
3.
the same thing.
Yep,
I will
DC 3.
surge and then.
All right, I don't get there.
Would you like to willpower either of those?
Sure. I'll do one. Yeah. Okay, we get there with 4 successes.
As a reminder for Carter, just make sure that you are rolling your rouse before unless I missed the rouse, which I could have.
No, you didn't. I had
Okay.
decided to do it after I had already started
you're good.
clicking buttons.
You're good. I was just making sure.
But there you go.
Does not affect it in a way. Both of you were able to get into where you need to be. And both of you are able to find a couple of individuals who are very near death as you usher them along. If they were in pain, their last few moments, they did not feel anything, as it was bliss that they felt, as it is with kindred fangs, unless you are purposely violent. As they had a few moments of bliss right before the very end, as you guys both get your hunger down to 0.
Violence makes people ask questions. This was as clean as it could possibly be.
And I'm assuming both of you guys are doing the smart kindred thing and licking the wounds close.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Perfect. As you guys are leaving, you guys do see a small fleet of ambulances, sirens blaring, arrive. And it looks like about 4 different ambulances pull up and 4 different patients are brought out and are being rushed through the ER.
That seems like possibly an unusual amount of people to arrive all at once. Do I overhear anything?
Go ahead and roll wits and awareness for me.
Can I get in on that as well?
You can. You guys are just really wanting to roll that we had no hunger dice. I respect it. Threshold is going to be 2 on that if you guys would like to use any sort of willpower.
No, I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious, and that's kind of my defining feature, so.
Yeah, I can't catch anything right off, and I'm just like, not my problem.
Nope, didn't hear nothing.
That's unfortunate. All right, so 3 misses on the willpower reroll. Carter, you can hear them talking back and forth, and you've been working in the hospital enough where it just sounds like the EMTs are sort of giving a breakdown of what's going on, but it murmurs out more quickly than you would expect.
Yep, such is life. Let's get back to the bookstore.
Sounds good. I had a weird idea on how we could have done this that would have just been way more complicated.
What was that?
I was thinking about just trying to buy somebody.
Oh, yeah, that's not horrifying at all.
Nah, I mean, okay, hold on. First off, you calling me horrifying is a little like pot calling kettle black, but we're not going to go there.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I use the wrong tone? Like, that's not horrifying at all. That is a plan, for sure.
See, now I don't believe you.
I'm in a weird headspace, man. There's
No,
a
I
ghost
get you.
hanging out of my friend's alley. It's a whole thing.
Hold up, there's a ghost now?
Oh yeah, have we not had this conversation yet?
We have not had this conversation. Where did a ghost come from?
Let's get into some place less, overheary, and we can talk about it.
No, yeah, sure, yeah, yep. Because that's just how we start sentences around here. So there's a ghost in my friend. Yeah, no, okay, my bad. Weird outburst.
I mean, come on. In fairness, that's not in the top 5 weirdest things Carter has said to you.
No, that's really not. It would be even weirder if you were like, so you got ghosts in your blood. Multiple.
Blood ghosts. But yeah, once we're someplace safe, I will relate the story of the short version of dealing with Drake, and now Drake is a ghost hanging out in the bookstore.
Damn. Bookstore ghosts. Well, all right. That would explain. No, would that explain? That might explain. There was some screaming down by y'all's bar last night. But we went to look when we were trying to find all these bombs. And
Well, bombs?
oh yeah,
they're bombs.
I'll let Dimitri tell you that one.
Oh shit, what'd he do?
Nothing. We actually recovered them. So we now just have bombs. But yeah, we were out there trying to find them, and there was this like spooky screaming, and we went to go look, and then oops, there's no bodies. There's nobody over here screaming. So that would explain, I think. Is that how ghosts work? That's how ghosts work, right?
I have no idea.
You're the one with the
Honestly.
ghost.
It's a new problem.
All right.
Well, it's not that new of a problem, but I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about it.
No, valid. All right.
It is a rather short car ride from the Terre Haute Hospital back to the bookstore, where everyone is now back as you guys are hanging out in the sort of lobby area. You guys all back under one roof.
Finally, you two return. It's like you go across town and do silly stuff. Eva and I, quick.
No,
We eat, we come home.
Carter
We
had
have lots
this
to
weird
talk
idea of buying a guy.
You had weird idea to buy guy.
Yeah, Carter did. I was like, that's weird, dude. We probably shouldn't do that.
Oh, I do it all the time. It's okay.
Just buy. What the fuck? I'm learning so much. Carter has a ghost. You buy people?
Bro,
Eva, what weird dark secrets do you do? Do you like, I don't know. I can't think of a good example off the top of my head.
That's a weird question to ask. And
Well, I'm
also, you
learning
shouldn't
weird
just
stuff.
believe everything you hear.
and their
Yeah.
favorite song is Cheeseburger in Paradise.
You know what? That honestly tracks. You seem like you'd be real down for some Jimmy Buffet.
Again, don't believe everything you hear.
Cheeseburger.
Okay, we all have lots to share, so let's do what we need to do so we can, make the right choice. Who wants to go first?
We got some
Well,
bombs last night.
Yes, good stuff. Imported, military, high grade. Could
Smells-
level building. Yes, it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. I got a sniff of them in it. Yep, that smells like a bomb.
And detonator. We
Yeah.
also have detonator.
And phone information for the phone call with Nessa and Beverly's phone.
I pull out a big, like, stack of papers and kind of put them on the table in between. The long and short of it is essentially the phone that Nessa had in her pocket that is also connected to Beverly is 100% Nessa's. GPS coordinates track with her movements, phone calls back and forth between Nessa and this number, also contact with the Egyptian room and the Sabbat.
Was it all phone calls?
All the information is here. But yes, phone calls. We also have text message. I did not go through
I'm
the
gonna
whole
start
thing.
looking. Okay. I'm gonna start looking through the pile of papers, see if there's any like texts
Yeah.
that stick out.
Okay. It's going to take a bit to digest that if you guys want to keep going.
So
I mean, so it seems like the question at hand is how do we let down whoever it is we don't decide to back without making a powerful enemy?
gift basket.
I don't know if this is necessarily possible.
Is it something that you can do by sending flowers? Put it in the card. Hey, thanks for the opportunity, but we've decided to go another direction, kind of thing.
This is not like job.
I don't
Why are
feel
we
like
gonna
that
beat
goes
around the
well.
bush?
It's best if we be direct. It seems like we are not afraid.
I mean, yeah, I'm here for it. You know both of my stances, so however that plays out is how that plays out. Yep.
Well, perhaps if we make a decision, maybe it is possible for Caleb to assist you with this problem.
Could be. I'm looking. Well, I'm not looking. I've asked for some help, but that's kind of where that stands. Actually, I think to even be able to say that, I have to make a roll.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I forget what that
Sure do.
roll is. It's something. Is it wits based? I'm sorry, I should know this.
You're grounded.
I'll take it.
1 second. Would you like to pick up where you left off? Also on Blood Bond.
Well, yes, I would. Thank you.
Why, thank you. Now, one moment, please, while it loads the pages. All right, that is a roll of resolve plus intelligence versus bond strength of which is 3.
All right, never mind. None of that stuff matters. Yep. Hey guys, Nessa's pretty cool, right?
No.
Opinions, something. Everybody has one.
This is true.
Help me.
What about your sire? What did she have to say, Carta?
She didn't express strong opinions, but she was definitely leaning towards not Nessa.
Understood.
Yeah, which I know previously I was saying, devil but in light of my sire's recommendation and what you found out, I would say I'm no longer in that camp. Though the practicalities of how we make that work are complicated.
Indeed. Well, I have this meeting this evening with this G, whoever that could be. It could be Caleb. Could also be Giovanni.
I assume it's Giovanni.
Who is
I do
Giovanni?
too, but he's someone you have not met. But we may have other business related to him.
All right. Do you need help with that? Backup with that? You want?
I Eva, the Troll happened to provide us a way to reach him.
No, I don't think so. But we can. I'm sure I'll find him if we need him.
It's just that he wanted to track down the child of Augustus Giovanni.
I have a feeling that if we do, he'll find out.
Gotcha. Well, it would be interesting to see what this meeting is all about. Perhaps he knows what is going on in the ivory tower and wishes to throw his own hat in the ring. You never know.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme. We don't know.
What about you, Eva? Did you have any luck with your hunt?
No.
This is unfortunate.
As you go back and forth, Eva, you finally get to the text message portion of the paperwork. And the text, it's very, very limited. And as far as like text messages go, they're very short and there's not a lot of them. It looks like there's not really a lot of activity on this phone. With being with Dimitri for as long as you have been, you definitely have seen this sort of behavior before with burners. Use them for their purpose and then drop them. And it looks like this purpose specifically was to um, reach out to Beverly as well as another unknown number on who exactly it was trying to reach. You're not 100% sure. But the text message shows that it is just she'll be there shortly.
Who said that part?
That was Nessa to Beverly.
Okay. And was there any other text that made it seem like they had met up?
Nope, no other text message saying that they've met up. But
Yeah.
you do recognize the time and date. It was the same, roughly about the same time, or right before that you ran into Beverly the first time, where you saw her from afar and she took looked at her phone and then put it back away, and then you guys approached her. It looks like that when she looked at her phone, that was that text message saying that she'll be there soon. It doesn't say who or what, but it just says she'll be there soon, and it was roughly about that time where you and Dimitri walked into that bar in Bloomington.
I'll relay that information to the rest of the group. Mainly looking at Dimitri.
Not, uh, not to defend Nessa, but is it possible that this is a very cunning trap to make it look like Nessa, and it's not her?
This is a person who does not exist within our organization. The hacker we met with is very, very, very skilled, and he has no allegiance to anyone here. The fact that somehow he circles within circles, and I'm not saying that whoever could be pulling these strings is not this good. It's just, it's a lot. First, they have to know that we even knew about the phone, which no one should know because I looked at it in secret. So the fact that I knew the number is not a known quantity to anyone. Unless, of course, for some reason Michael is saying things to Nessa or passing secrets against his will. But otherwise, this should not be. And even then, if it's in Nessa's hands, why would she frame herself? It's
That's
a long
fair.
shot, is all I'm saying. Not saying it's not possible, but it's long.
No, you're right. I had forgotten where you got the number from. That's totally fair.
I can also chime in here and just say I haven't been. There's nothing to tell, so that's kind of where we're at.
But could you tell us if you had? Is my only point.
Like, this is really hard to do. Holy shit. Trying to find ways of not actively saying bad things about Nessa.
What do you mean? It should be so easy for you. You love Nessa.
I do love Nessa, sure, bud.
You don't not love Nessa.
Call it an academic curiosity about Nessa.
That's fair.
You are close to Bart Carter. Perhaps you feel him out to see if he is likely to throw his weight behind whoever we throw our weight behind, without giving too much away. I think.
Yeah, I already had that conversation with him, honestly.
And he will. He'll back whatever we say. He'll back.
That was my takeaway. I think we had talked about this before, but he had actually sort of suggested that I claim Praxis, which I think is ridiculous. But he said he would back me, so I have a strong opinion that he will back who we suggest, especially if we can loop him in to make it make sense.
We need to find out where the other members of the Primogen stand.
How crazy would it be to ask Nessa about this phone?
She's absolutely going to lie to you and spin some sort of fabrication about how it wasn't her.
Or she would be straight up, given the fact that, she needs our help at the moment.
But she, knowing what has occurred and being directly involved, do you think that telling Eva is likely to get you anything other than her trying to kill you? And Nessa is not this stupid.
No, she's actually really smart.
I know. I'm aware. I do not take anything away from her.
No, she's brilliant.
It's just she'll never admit to it, knowing what it would cost.
I'm loving this. Please keep Ian blood bonded in every game we play.
I'm trying so hard.
I know that's why we've got the XP creep and the 3 game nights. Just stretch that out.
That's really, you know what? Weirdly, you guys don't get any experience for the next 4 sessions.
I'm 3 away.
Weird.
That's just so strange.
Hey, everybody else, everybody gets 3 experience. Not you, Ian.
Yeah, Ian, you get 2.5.
5.
You get a quarter of
You
an
actually
XP.
lose experience?
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm taking 3.
weird.
So everybody gets 2. Ian, you lose 3 because that's why they get an extra 1.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
No, I give Ian all the experience, but then have Nessa dictate how he spends it. How Mike spends it.
That's horrible.
I sort of love it. Thank you, Carter.
Cold-blooded.
All of you are.
It's true.
No blooded even sometimes.
Yeah, right now I guess Carter and Michael are no-blooded. Yes. You have roughly about an hour, by the way, Dimitri, before your meeting with G.
Gotcha. Real quick, I'll get a brand new burner out and call our tech support helpline
Mm-hmm.
real quick. I just need to feel out where Augustin stands on this.
Of course. Thank you for calling Late Night Tech. What can I help you with?
I need some added security. I wonder if you could explain how this work.
It depends on what kind of package you're looking for.
I'm just curious. I have problem where I have how you say, I have squirrels in backyard, yes, and there's one boss squirrel, and he bite into electric wire and get shocked, and now there's 2 squirrels fighting to be who's the master squirrel, yes, and I need something. I'm looking for advice on which squirrel I should put my money on.
You hear what sounds like a very, very, very short chuckle into like regaining the composure. Ah. Sounds like you have quite the pest problem.
Hey, it's one way you could look at it.
I'm concerned, and maybe not concerned is not the right answer. Confused maybe on how technical support can assist with a pest problem.
I'm just curious what like technical support's feeling is on squirrels.
Um, right.
This is a terrible metaphor. Is what Carter is saying as he's listening to this phone call.
It's like Bob's Burgers.
Even if they want to answer you, what are they going to say? Like, the old squirrel?
No, we have crispy squirrel and pretty squirrel.
The French squirrel. Back the French ones. I'm assuming Nessa's French.
I believe that most red squirrels tend to be the more exotic and dominant animal out there, but they usually need more security. You know, cameras to make sure you don't someone's not actually breaking into your home, but it's a squirrel that's messing with stuff on your property. Compared to the blue squirrel, which is very rare, may look at moving in, but doesn't seem to usually wreck a lot of things.
So the blue squirrel will honor the traditions of the previous squirrel. where the red squirrel might want to shake things up a bit.
I think both will change how the squirrels hunted. For their food.
For their nuts, yes. For
Yes,
their
of
nuts.
course, of course. But I believe that the blue squirrel is usually a less of a nuisance
Ah, yes.
on the day-to-day
Okay.
life.
Good. So if you had to pick, you would say, I like this blue squirrel. He's coming home with me.
Between those two, I think the blue squirrel is less likely to injure some property. And we are here for our tech support. That is what we look for, the less damaging of property.
I understand. Okay, well, I appreciate you assisting with my squirrel problem. I will go find some blue squirrels for my yard.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Just hangs up the phone. Jeez.
What the hell is a red squirrel versus a blue squirrel?
I
A
mean,
blue
is it
squirrel.
anything?
Blue
Is it
blood.
anything like red versus blue? Because that was
Vintru.
a great internet series.
No, he's like Vintru. He's blue bloods.
Oh,
Ah.
I wasn't
So
following that one.
it sounds like the Nosferatu, at least the ones that follow Augustine, will likely support Caleb.
Well, all right.
I kind of turn and look at Michael.
Ahoy.
We might have to tie you up in somewhere. It's nothing personal.
None taken.
I am just making realization that you have access to all conversation, and if Nessa calls, you're going to go crawling on your knees to her. And she could get
Sometimes.
all kinds of information from you,
You're not wrong.
which could be bad for all of our allies.
Or really good for one ally.
Who's this?
Well, Nessa would be the one.
She's
ally.
not our ally.
I
Yeah, you
mean,
guys-
are any of them our ally? Truly?
In the temporary, I would say we have some that will be better for us than others. But I
Yeah.
gotta go iron my slacks. I got this meeting, so unless we got something else to discuss.
If you need backup for the meeting, I'm there for you. I got you. I know we just talked about tying me up, but
No, you're my bro. Don't ever think you're not my bro. It's just I'm seeing you now and thinking, could be problem.
yeah, valid.
Like if we drained all the blood out of you, would this help?
Carter?
No.
No.
Is anything going to help him break through this?
I'm working on it. I asked my sire. She's gonna get back to us. I need to make a library trip. To figure out exactly how the ghost situation will be resolved. I
Hey,
need to find a body for. I need to find a way to bring Drake back, and give him a permanent body.
This is okay, intense. Michael, you cannot go to Indianapolis. I'm just saying.
No, that's fine. Quick problem with that. What if a car just shows up for me?
We keep the door locked and you don't answer.
All right, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Gotcha.
Maybe Eva, do you feel like babysitting?
I could babysit Michael.
Okay, this is probably for best.
All right. I hate this. I love it. I hate it. This sucks. Help me.
We trying. Well, Carter kind of is. I mean, I'll
Carter's
go.
slacking on the book reading.
Hey, I'm just trying to get to the library.
We
I'll
have
go
a
get
whole
ready.
bookstore.
All right. You
Weirdly, we don't stock the kind of tomes that I need.
We should become an occult bookstore.
Would be fairly hilarious.
All kinds of spooky, creepy shit all over the place. I'd be here for it.
Michael,
Yo, that's me.
your phone begins to ring.
I
I'm
will
g-
grab that.
I was
phone.
gonna say I'm gonna try to offer my phone out as it's ringing. I'm not even because I'm not gonna look and see who's calling.
I will dive after that phone. I don't care what I have to do. I will blink to the phone.
Just
Couch gets tipped over completely backwards.
exactly. Yeah, you go ahead and without even looking, just hold the phone out to Eva to look at. The people you've worked with in the past, do you keep their information in that phone, or do you keep them as unknown numbers?
I would keep them as words or phrases adjacent to what we had worked on, unless it's a reoccurring.
Mhm.
If it's a reoccurring client,
It is.
then I would give them a pseudonym.
Okay. What is Nessa's?
Quick before I say it.
No. So okay, Nessa's would have just
Sugar mama.
been no, it would have just been multiple dollar signs.
Respect. Someone, I mean, Michael doesn't know, but multiple dollar signs is calling.
I just hang up. I'm not even gonna tell Michael.
Straight to
All
the
right,
voicemail. That's cool.
I'm seeing a problem that's going to arise with this. And that problem
Oh.
being I mean, what happens if like
The phone rings again.
that
Exactly that. Because I mean, and Michael is wanting to answer this phone, right?
I don't know who's calling, but it could be a potential client. It could be one of my contacts that needs something that I'm good at. It could be Nessa, in which case I have to answer the phone. I should probably answer the phone. Can I have my phone real quick? Is that cool?
No.
I don't know why my voice is
No.
getting higher. You should probably have my phone right now.
I like. Okay, I'm gonna look at it.
Uh huh.
What kind of phone is this? Is this like a flip phone or like smart type?
Oh no, I put money into this. It's a smartphone. It has internet
Okay.
capabilities and a touch screen.
Okay, I'll look at it and I'll just say it has dollar signs.
Oh yeah, no, I need to answer that.
That quickness, I'll just break. I'm just gonna like snap it in half.
Ow. Okay. That's fine. Yep. We're all fine. So a car might show up for me now.
That's okay.
Is it?
Yeah. Lock all the doors, close all the blinds.
At this point, Michael's pacing. Michael's got like mad tweaker energy at the moment, just like fidgeting.
I'm gonna hand some like red string over to Michael and be like, "You can go finish my board downstairs." That might help take your mind off of it. Start stringing the string up.
I don't know what connects to where.
Yeah, I don't even care. Just something other. Well, actually, I'll go down with you. I don't trust you.
All right. We're making a board. Arts and crafts time to get over an addiction, I guess. Anybody else think
Yeah.
it's really warm in here? It's really warm in here. Can we have chewing gum? Can we chew gum? Does that make us throw up? I don't know. I haven't had gum in
You
years,
want to
but I
try
have.
it?
Yeah, I'm down. Anything. Oh my god.
I'll like go behind where the registers at, grab some gum and throw it at Michael.
I love it and I hate this. Thank you.
They're so
If we
dramatic.
could
Can
chew
we
gum,
just go
I
downstairs?
feel like we should invent blood flavored chewing gum and sell
We
it to other
should.
kindred.
That's a multi-million-dollar idea. Dibs.
Carter, so what are you
I kind of want to
doing?
Google it.
What are you doing during this time? We have Eva and Michael going to work on arts and crafts. We have Dimitri obviously taking all the time needed to pull out all the stops, I'm assuming, for this meeting.
I'm watching this interaction with Eva and Michael, and I'm just in my head. I'm saying, okay, so it's about 15 minutes before she figures out what's going on because she's not an idiot and sends somebody. So that's gonna fail hard. I'm gonna drive into Indy to use the Prince's library and hope that on my way there I figure out some way that I can convince Nessa to let this play out without immediately bombing the whole thing.
Okay, so you're running to your guys' car park and hopping in a car and speeding it towards Indy.
I mean, I'm not gonna drive like Dimitri drives,
right.
But yeah,
Are you showing up at the monument at 120 miles an hour?
you never know who you might. Maybe I'll kill one of the people claiming Praxis.
You never know who you run into there.
Literally.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna try to get there. My thought is I could hopefully get there before Nessa decides to send a hit squad or whatever it is she does.
Sick. Okay.
Oh my god, we're just gonna get some like crazy Kindred SEAL Team 6 that's gonna come kick the door in and kidnap me. Oh no.
Dude, our security is armed with the latest in Second Inquisition tech, including fully automatic AK-47s with phosphorus rounds, body armor, and, helmets that help them resist charm or mental bedazzlement. So, yeah. And then you've got Eva. So even if they get through them, they're still dead.
You know what? She's already thought of this. She's brilliant. I think we're fine. I hate it here.
About 15 minutes goes by. Michael, I need you to roll composure plus intelligence.
Oh, I'm great at those. Can I surge on this?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I mean, she's surging, so you might as well be able to.
What the fuck? She's straight up cheating. Bastard, I'm no longer at 0 hunger. This sucks. All that murder to just lose it on my next roll.
That's how it always goes. I was down to 1 last session, and then I got up to 3.
Intelligence, composure, with the added 2.
And I will tell you,
3?
difficulty
12?
is 7.
Oh god, we're boned.
Oh, we're so toast.
I could willpower 2 of those.
The most you could get is 6.
That's not worth it. I can't beat it. All right.
Now, she did get a critical win on this ability.
Critical win?
Yes.
What does that even mean?
She won with a critical.
That's garbage. Can I make her re-roll that crit?
Nope, that's not how this works. You have no edge to be able to use. Sorry, friend.
I will give you $3.
Now we're talking. Just call me EA. We're about to get microtransactions going.
How much is this success?
There
worth
are
to you?
times where I would spend it.
Oh my
You
God.
have felt this urge before, Michael,
Uh-huh.
as you hear the summon ring, but it's different this time. You have the need to get through and get to Nessa, however possible, immediately.
Oh no. So, okay. This starts going off. Eva, am I walking in front of you or are we walking side by side? How is this going down?
This is in the process of you guys in the process of stringing stuff up.
Oh, stringing
Like
thing.
this has been it's been 15 minutes since that interaction.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna look at the board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be real smooth about
Of course.
it. Real smooth. I'm gonna look at the board.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna look at Eva.
Mm-hmm.
Who's closer to the door, me or Eva?
I'm going to make the assumption that Eva would probably impose herself near the door if she's babysitting you.
That does seem reasonable.
That's valid. Gonna look at Eva. Gonna look
Mhm.
at the door. Gonna look at the board.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that I could like pocket sand with, like in close proximity?
You're gonna try to pocket sand Eva.
There's a lot of string you could try throwing in the air, but that's really about all you got. A comforter that might be on Eva's bed. That's about it.
All right. Gonna look at the
Do
board.
I see Michael looking back and forth?
Like,
Absolutely. You see the hamster is moving.
mad. I'm trying to be slick, but I'm mad fidgety over here, just like. And then we will make a break for the door just straight out.
Okay.
Anticipating some sort of grab, I'm gonna try to spin move out of it and just yell, "Spin move!"
I'm not gonna grab. I'm gonna try to attack.
Just
I'm still
Ooh.
going for the spin move.
All right, so we're gonna go have it is gonna be strength plus brawl for Eva. If you have unarmed as a specialty, you are absolutely able to use that specialty. And for Michael, you're going to be looking at dexterity. And athletics, excuse me. Dexterity and athletics to try to spin move out of this tackle.
All right. Because of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
I will be trying to surge because I might as well just be in full withdrawal at the moment.
Love it.
I will.
I hate it here.
Because I
Yes, hunger.
all the hunger. Brawl, strength.
And both of you guys right now put
God. I can't beat that unless I get like some good crits. You know what? We're willpowering it. All right.
Oh.
We're boned.
So, Michael, you begin to take off. You see Eva get down a little bit, and begin to put her shoulder like up for like a tackle, you yell spin move and spin like directly into Eva, and she just it just lays you out.
I earned that.
This is like a Goldberg spear situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I earned that. They're just like on the ground. How's it going?
Pretty great.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
Seems
stay
like it.
here until you stop.
I don't think I'm gonna. Yep. You ever been tackled in the solar plexus? I didn't even know that was a problem we had to worry about, given our condition. Nope, it still hurts. Yeah, so there's like an itch on the back side of my brain right now. And that's Nessa saying, you better fucking show up. So, that's a thing. I don't know. I just work here. Yeah, that's just a thing. I'm not terrified.
Are there windows like in the basement?
Nope, it is completely sealed.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring Michael back into the room if we're like slightly even out of the doorway.
Michael didn't even get out of the room. You were able to right
Okay.
before he even
Just get him.
took off running.
Okay. So I'm gonna move my bed in front of the door and just sit on the bed.
That's fire hazard.
That's fine.
That's not fine. We're very susceptible to that. I don't know if you know that.
There's other things too, and you don't seem to be concerned, so
Well, I mean, okay. Let's say the fire department shows up right now. They're going to be real mad about the fact that there's a bed in front of a door. So maybe we move the bed.
I think there's other things that they would be upset about, not this.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Actively, you're not. That's the thing.
Eva, you do hear a knock at the door behind you.
I'll just shout, "Who is it?"
I'm looking for Carter.
I think he had an errand to run. He'll be back.
Okay. Can you just have him call me? I got stuff I need to go out and do.
Yeah, sure. Is Hunter still around?
As far as you're aware, you haven't really looked and see if he's in his room or if he's around, especially after you went out hunting.
Okay, I'll text Carter first and just say, "Your friend's looking for you." And then I'll text Hunter
Shit.
and ask if he's around.
How far away am I at that point, Bruce?
You're about 20 minutes out.
Yeah, I will turn around and I'll give her a call. I will turn around and see if I can take her someplace safe, and then go to Indy.
Okay. Hey, I was just talking, I think, to your friends.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
I got a real bad headache, but other than that, I think I'm okay.
Okay, cool. So where I think we should probably keep you, off work for a couple days at least, just until we're sure that you're safe. But you have any place to go?
I mean, I have my family, if you think that's good.
I mean, I feel like the whole kidnap thing is crazy, and
I agree. No.
Yeah, so family. That sounds like that. I would vote for that. Are they here? Are they in Indy?
Yeah. They're in Avon. I mean, unless you think it's safer to stay with you.
Uh, yeah, I certainly don't mind it, but no, if you've got family, I think it's probably safer to stay with them.
Oh. Okay. Sure. Are you around? I was gonna say bye, but if you're not, then I can just.
Yeah, no, I can come pick you up. I can take you because your car's not here. I can drive you wherever you need to go.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait upstairs then.
Yeah, be there in a couple minutes.
Okay. You hang up, and from the other side of the door, Eva and Michael, you hear, "Damn it!" As she begins to, you hear the subtle footsteps beginning to head towards the stairs to head up to the main floor.
Did I any other part of the conversation?
Yeah. You heard the entire conversation on her half, at least. And then she just seemed disappointed as she begins to head upstairs.
I'm gonna text Carter and just say, pretty sure she likes you.
Also
Oh,
gonna
that's
text
not complicated
Carter.
at all.
I'm gonna text. Oh, my phone's broken. I can't text anybody. Thanks, Mom.
You were grounded. You weren't listening.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I have a choice. This house is a fucking prison.
A planet bullshit.
This wedding is horse shit.
Instantly, you get a text back from Hunter. Hey, everything okay?
Hey, I think
I'll
he likes
text
you.
back. Yeah, I was just seeing if you were around.
Yeah. What do you need?
Nothing at the moment, but maybe just stick around just in case.
I'd love to.
Thanks, with the smiley face emoji.
Was that Hunter? Tell him I say what's up.
No, I'm not saying anything to anybody for you.
Also, use the hashtag free my boy when I talk, like when you talk to him for me.
No.
Okay.
Another about 10 minutes go by, and eventually the feeling of you being summoned has drifted away.
I think I'm good. That itch is gone. I promise. I'm not being weird anymore. See, I'm completely still. That spin move was pretty cool, though, right?
It was a good attempt.
I should have gone with the baseball slide. You would have jumped right over me.
Probably. You should have done that.
Now we know.
Next.
We cool?
I mean, yeah, we're cool. But I don't know if that itch will come back or not.
Oh, yeah, no guarantees on that. I have zero control over that part of it.
Maybe next time you should think again before you blood bond to somebody.
So, funny story. No, there's no funny story. It was a thing that happened. I want to tell you what happened so goddamn bad, but it paints her in a bad light, and I'm not allowed. Can I write?
I mean, the two of the three are 1000% your fault.
Well, the third one, no, the 2 out of the 3. 2 out of the 3 was her being shitty and pushing boundaries that were set. said what I said.
That's fair.
Carter, you turn back, pick up Sally, and begin to head towards Indy. For the most part, she just stares out the window awkwardly.
I will, in Carter fashion, try to make it clear that it's not. I'm not saying don't stay with us because I don't like you. I'm saying don't stay with us because my roommates are a lot, but probably not doing it super well.
Go ahead and
So-
roll charisma plus persuasion.
What are we? My roommates are freaking a lot. Okay.
A DC's gonna be 2.
And you know what? I will willpower it just because I am trying to. I do feel really bad for her, and this has been a hot mess.
Okay, with 3 successes.
3.
She smiles a little bit as you rattle off your explanation. So you do like me then?
Yeah, I do. It's my life is really complicated. My schedule's insane, and my roommates again are nuts. But yeah, I was. Yeah,
I mean, why not stay tonight with me?
unfortunately, I have stuff that I have to get done. But that sounds great. We should definitely maybe later this week. Um, when we're sure your place is safe, and my stuff is less crazy.
And she gets a very big smile on her face. Yeah, that sounds good, Carter. And
That gives me a few days to figure out how the hell to get out of that.
she just sort of smiles and very contently looks out the door of the car and looks back over you and gives you a swift kiss on the cheek. I'm assuming actually I need you to roll a rouse check because I'm assuming that you are blushed up
On a Tuesday.
on a Tuesday even.
On a Tuesday.
Perfect. She does go ahead and gives you just a small kiss on the cheek. And she goes ahead and just sort of sits down back in her seat and just continues to enjoy the ride towards Indy.
Cool.
This
This is not going to get complicated at all.
No. Even more so, this silence gets long. She goes ahead and turns up the music a little bit. Looks over to you, looks back towards the road. Dimitri, you have moved to get ready. You are fully set up. Is there anything you would like to do before heading to the meet location?
Yeah, I would definitely like to activate toughness.
That's fair, especially where you're going.
So I need to make a rouse check for that.
Hunger, hunger, hunger.
Shut up.
Okay.
Whew, made it.
Nice. You are tough as nails, as they say.
Yep. I'll just, kind of head down and see if they'll let me cut the line again like they did last time.
They do, even without you having to say anything. They immediately welcome you in and have you cut the line. Uh, your meeting is upstairs, sir.
I just kind of give it a little nod and head in and head up.
And as you head in, there's it is a very full house tonight. All of the nice, elegant sort of beds, oh, not beds,
Lounges.
lounges, excuse me, are taken. Multiple people being hand fed different foods, grapes, um, smoked meats, all these super nice stuff. You can smell um, different flavored tobaccos being smoked. Um, and as you get upstairs, you go ahead and see the business dealings go on. Of all different kinds, but they are definitely all kept in very hushed. And as soon as you pass by, even if you don't like look and give like an active look to it, they sort of stop their conversation. You are very used to this sort of
Mm-hmm.
kind of workings inside of popular and busy places like these. But as you head upstairs, you do have actually a room that has like blacked out windows that sort of are lining the walls, and a small glass door that sort of slides open and lets you in. And as you sort of enter, you do see the head or the owner of the pyramid sort of sitting at one end of the table, and it is a circular table. One end of the table with a terrible, horrible looking monster sitting next to her. Um, it if it's human, you don't know how it is living. Um, very little resemblance of a face. Um, most of it you do see there is arms, uh, and it looks like almost like the outline is instead of having like the head silhouette, it is just one large mound, with a very large open agape mouth with very long fangs and spikes to sort of cover it from head to toe.
I'll just kind of give her a little nod.
She gives one back. Please excuse my security, but as you know, Indianapolis has become a little bit of a wild west, and you can't be too careful.
Of course. And unfortunately, I don't believe I got the pleasure of your name the last time we met.
Ah, yes, that was quite on purpose. But Dimitri, I believe that you and I have much to discuss. Um, but um, right now, you can call me Miss Garcia.
Well, Miss Garcia, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance officially.
Of course. And she goes ahead and slides over a envelope to you.
I'll take it and open it up.
It is a large sum of cash.
Excellent.
Not enough to be like a full dot or anything like that, but
Sure.
it
But a
is
nice stack.
it is a nice stack of your owed amount that you guys agreed upon.
Business has been good.
Oh, business has been great. Um, yes, we have much to discuss. First being which rat you are backing in our new race.
I assume you have a preference?
I'll be back.
Um, I do.
I'm assuming it would be the lady.
It is. Us ladies have to sort of stick together, you know.
And since you came to our domain under her watch, it is understandable that you would probably receive similar treatment going forward if she were to be in charge.
Agreed.
And if business continues the way it is, and as long as no problems are caused with the mortals, and the money keeps rolling in, I could see how it could be beneficial for me as well.
So you're backing Nessa then?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
You didn't.
But I will say there are definite benefits to backing Nessa. One being that our arrangement could continue unimpeded.
Is that to imply that Caleb has other plans for my little piece of paradise?
The brief conversation I had with Caleb is his direction is definitely different than Nessa's. But I don't necessarily fear that you would be top of his. Well, I don't think he would treat you the same way as Nessa. There might be more tax involved.
You see, Dimitri, taxes I can deal with, but it's me putting my head on a pike that I cannot.
This is understandable. No one wants to find their head on a pike.
And out of professional curiosity, from one professional to another, how was it?
How was what?
Slaughtering the Prince of Indianapolis.
I
And she
wish I
gets
could
a
take.
big smirk on her face as
I wish I could take credit for it as if it were something I intended to do. I was actually trying to kill one of the dang it, I can't remember what are they called.
antediluvians.
Yes, I was actually trying to kill one of the antediluvians.
There's one around, is there?
Oh yes, very much alive or unalive, and very spry, and a level of power that I have not ever believed was possible. If it was not for the untimely death of our prince, I honestly fear that the ivory tower would have been wiped out entirely.
What a shame.
Yes, but new doorways have been opened in negotiations with that particular individual.
Okay.
So we may be able to see eye to eye a little clearer in the future. But as far as you're concerned, I don't really know if there's much thought in your regard.
Well, that is hopefully good to hear.
Hey, I would not want this man looking for me.
And he is, if I'm to believe the word on the street, a blue blood like yourself, yes?
No.
Ah, my apologies.
You speak of the antediluvian, yes?
Oh, no, I believe I was speaking of Caleb. I do apologize for
Oh,
my
no,
my
yes,
confusion.
he is blue blood for sure.
Mm.
Clan of Kings.
Yes, that is what you label yourselves.
The world in which I live, there are very few kings.
And not enough queens.
This is true. Organized crime does not lend itself well to women to be in leadership positions. Not that they could not. I mean, obviously, look at you. You do very well for yourself. It's just, unfortunately, a very misogynistic line of business.
It is, and it's that much sweeter when people come to that a very quick realization. Now, Dimitri, if you do hear anything of Gilib aggressing towards the pyramid, can I rely on our business partnership?
I, this is a very lucrative business partnership.
Agreed.
But I also have the business that is related to the tower. And a lot of this is going to depend on how things shake out. This is, in my lifetime, unprecedented. Usually, the line of progression is set, and very odd to have two individuals of similar repute but different style, you know?
Indeed.
And they both have strengths and they both have weaknesses, right? So I tell you what, I give you time to get out of town if it come to this, yes?
A heads up is all I'll need, Dimitri. A heads up is all I'll need.
Yes, I can give you this. I can make you this agreement that if things go sideways and if Caleb is to win the princedom, claim praxis successfully, if his goal is to eliminate you, I give you heads up so you can get out of town.
This is appreciated. Again, from one professional to another.
My question, however, because obviously you have your pride, you are very experienced in life, so to speak, and on life as well. My question is, so I know how best to prepare myself as this is my domain. If I give you heads up, are you going to leave or are you going to fight? Because this is important knowledge for me. I need to be able to prepare my people to make information with police to make sure that we can do as much as we can to preserve our way of life in the midst of whatever is to unfold.
If I must be upfront with you, Dimitri, I think a lot of it would depend on what sort of force he took. If he's sending multiple hit squads toward me, then yes, I would probably leave and get out of town. Now, that being said, I don't believe in your ivory tower or its tenants. But out of respect for you providing me a heads up, and this is being your domain, what would you prefer?
I would prefer that you leave. However, I do have contacts in Europe that perhaps I could send you to continue your business and we could keep similar arrangement, but obviously because of your pain and suffering, a smaller percentage for us. This would include mundane security, possibly smuggling throughout the Ukraine and former Soviet bloc. We had a very progressive human trafficking network. We could, with your assistance, get this back online, and we could help each other. And this way, you could continue to do business, unimpeded with a slight interruption in service, so to speak. We avoid war with the Ivory Tower. We keep my domain intact, and you continue to be able to do business. And I send you somewhere where the type of business you do is not to be noticed as much. You understand? Life is cheap in that part of the world. People disappear all the time, and no one thinks twice to look about them.
I must be honest, I don't care for that sort of action, but when the time comes, we can see what we can make work. And with that being said, you gave me some information. I feel like it's only fair for me to give you some.
This would be appreciated.
Nessa is calling in favors, and
Ah.
not the cheap ones.
Mm.
I have it on quite good authority that there will be someone who hasn't made it across the ocean yet that will be arriving on our shores very, very soon.
And this person is specialized in.
Princedom. The Prince of France will be making his way over.
I see. That is a big favor to call in.
Well, when you work with them for a few
Yes.
centuries, you learn a lot of secrets. Not saying that things will get brutal, especially he is what I believe to be heard as just in his rulings. He is swift to create that judge and make that call, and he's swift on executions. But I don't believe a war would be started with him here, but more of showing her weight.
Interesting. This definitely could tip the tide and may not worry about interrupting business at all.
I agree. But that being said, Caleb also has called the Prince of Boston in. Not quite as powerful, especially after most of Boston got ravaged by the Second Inquisition a few years ago. But if I'm being frank, I believe he's using that exact pull to gain sort of leverage here after our brush in with the Inquisition.
He has knowledge of it, knows how to fight it, understands it.
He also knows that you have instruments used by the Second Inquisition.
Yes.
So maybe he's trying to use that as well.
Yeah. I do not wish war. This would be bad for all of us, especially for business.
I agree. I think if anyone is going to go to war, it will be Nessa.
But having the presence of the Prince of France, do you feel this will stay her hand if this is her desire?
If there is a hand to be stayed, he is going to be the one to do it.
Understood. You've given me a lot to think about, Miss Garcia. Do you have a first name?
Miss is fine.
I like you more and more every time I talk to you.
Well, you gotta be careful. If we keep talking, maybe that miss will turn to Mrs. Dimitri.
Good. I like you. I'm not sure about this creature in the corner, but I like you.
Think of that as your Eva, as it were.
My evil. Oh.
She's
Then
not
it is
your attack dog, yes?
Not so much a tech dog, but in a scrape, I wouldn't want anyone else by my side. It seems like everything she punched, she puts hole in with her fist.
Yes. This one just tears them to pieces, and
Which is understandable. Look at those teeth.
it takes quite some time to be molded, but we finally got there.
I'm sure it was an incredibly painful process.
I hope.
You are very dark, and I like this.
She stands up and begins to walk towards you.
I'll scoot the chair back and stand.
She reaches a card out towards you, and sort of like, if you allow her, she will try to tuck it into your pocket of your
Sure, I'll even
jacket.
like kind of open my jacket up a little bit to make it easier for her.
She tucks it in and gives you just the smallest kiss on the cheek. It is a pleasure doing business as always, Dimitri.
Indeed, and hopefully we will be able to have a continuing fruitful relationship, whether here or somewhere else abroad.
Roughly about this time, you can see tentacles begin to come out of the darkness in the corners of the room.
Yet.
But I will say, any one of your coterie decide to go through the back door that they found again, they will not be walking out the second time, Dimitri.
Message has been received.
Good. And she sort of smiles very chirpily, and the tendrils begin to fade back into the shadows. And he gives you a pat on the chest on the card and opens the door, slides open the door.
To continued good fortune.
To you as well. And she straightens up her very business attire of her jacket and tight pencil skirt as she begins to head out.
Yeah, I'll just kind of head down the stairs.
And she just sort of stands on the little sort of lofted area overlooking her domain, as it were, almost like a proud lioness sort of overlooking her area, what she's created. And she just watches you leave.
Slide out. I'm gonna get back over to the bookstore and head downstairs. Go to Eva's door and knock.
It's open.
It's not open.
You should try the door. It's definitely not imposed or impeded by a fire code violation at all.
Can I come in?
Yes.
Michael, shut up. It's my room. Yeah, that's fine. So I like move the bed up, like just slightly, so that Dimitri can like shimmy his way in.
So that was
It's got me locked in
interesting.
here.
I chuck Michael the big envelope of cash for your omnis expenditure.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Yeah, it was not what I think.
a-
It was not Giovanni. It was not Caleb. It was the owner of the Egyptian room, the lady,
Oh,
Miss Garcia.
that's her name.
Okay,
exotic.
first things first. Nobody goes through the back door. Over there, okay? The secret tunnel. Nobody do this. She said, "You go through there again, you're not coming back." And trust me, after what I saw, I believe her.
Was this you trying to use the secret tunnel? Wink.
No. She just mentioned at the end of a conversation. She said, "Hey, none of your people go through this, or you won't come back." I'm like, message received.
Oh. Thought you went over there to kiss people. It's fine.
No. I went over there to collect my 10%, apparently, and this is 10%. Count that money. Look at this.
That's
That's very good business.
You do count it up, and it's roughly about $3,000.
It's not bad.
This is not
What
bad.
is it, a monthly payment?
I think that's a week.
Yeah, that's a weekly payment.
Lord.
So here's where she
Close
stands.
the top. We got a better income.
She wants Nessa to be in charge. Obviously, works out for her. Nessa and her were the ones who negotiated her moving in the first place. She is concerned about Caleb, and as we know, Caleb wants to see the end of the Sabbat in our area. So I promise her if this is what happens, we let her know so she can get out of town.
All right.
I figured this is better than going to war, and she's still gone, right? But we have problem. Nessa call in favor. Apparently the Prince of France is on his way.
Oh.
Yes. He's here to kind of oversee things. Miss Garcia seems to think that this is likely to prevent war, in that he is, kind of big swinger. But Caleb has also called in the Prince of Boston.
Well,
So if we want any shot at this working, he needs more support. Do you think Carter may be able to call in the Prince of Chicago in Caleb's favor?
that sounds like a Carter question.
Well, I'm asking your opinion.
I mean, we could try.
Eva?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
And how bad is it in the reality of things for the Prince of France to be here?
Well, it's not necessarily great.
Bruce, would this be considered the same scene, or can I roll again to try to speak my goddamn mind?
This is a different scene. Please feel free to go ahead and make that roll.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Give it all you got, son!
DC is still 3.
Intelligence and resolve, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Come on, you bastard.
No, you.
You sack of shit.
Oh, fuck.
All my opinions are wholesome and always about Nessa being cool.
Nessa, why are you so cool?
So honestly, yeah, my next my real thought here, right? Why are we not backing somebody who knows the damn Prince of France? Like, probably on a first name basis.
She worked with him for several years.
Yeah, so she's probably like, "Hey, Kyle, what's going on, man? How are you?"
You think the Prince of France's name is Kyle?
I
Fine.
was gonna
Jacques,
say it,
how's
but I'm
it
not
going?
there.
This is at least more likely.
So I would Google it, but somebody broke my phone.
How are you going to Google Prince of France?
No, I was gonna
It's not
Google
like-
like generic French names.
Oh, okay. Gaston.
Why?
Yeah, no,
Why does that matter?
He's
for the bit.
in the weeds.
For the bit. It'd be good for the bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Broke my phone.
so it's because the person is Nessa. That's to answer your question. This is why we would not want to support them.
I'm not seeing a problem with that.
Oh.
There is no problem with Nessa being in charge at all.
Michael, how would you like? Would it be okay if we staked you for a while?
It makes babysitting so much easier.
That got really real really fast.
Just because I almost got you with a spin move. Okay, I almost juked the hell out of her. It was awesome. And then she went
We'll
over
just
here.
let you go with that story.
She created this fire hazard. The fire marshal comes in here, he's gonna be pissed.
If the
It's gonna be
fire
pissed that
marshal
there's
comes
no-
in here,
But
he's
there's no
going
windows.
to be dead.
Oh, that too.
Because he should not be down here.
That's at least a felony.
Killing him, yes, it's a total felony.
Yeah. Bye-bye voting rights.
How many felonies have we already committed today?
You're not here, and you're not helping.
Okay, so
I'm
this
there,
is where
Spirit.
things stand. We need to help gather support for Caleb, just so he has more allies at the table. Obviously, Michael, I know you're not going to be very helpful in this regard.
And for that, my bad.
That's okay. You just chose to, drink the blood of a woman you couldn't trust.
There's a whole story,
Uh-huh.
and I promise you,
There always is.
someday I'll be able to tell you all of it.
We'll get some Taco Bell and some Blue Label, and we'll
Oh.
talk all about it.
Glorious. That's now
So good.
for being somebody of the Clan of Kings. If you told me that that was a kingly meal, I would believe it.
You know it, bro.
So back to the steak question. I'd prefer not to be.
It's fair. I just thought I'd ask.
No, I respect it, and thank you for asking instead of just doing.
I mean, because, then you wouldn't have to worry about these compulsions and being summoned and called and...
Counterpoint.
Yes.
If I was staked and Nessa shows up looking for me and I'm staked, that's bad news.
Well, we could dig a hole and bury you under concrete for a while. It'd be okay.
I gotta think about small spaces. I'd rather not.
You'd be staked. It's no big deal.
I'd be aware and terrified for
Just
however
like
long I was
close
staked.
your eyes. Wait, you do not sleep in coffin?
No, I used to sleep in a box truck.
Okay, wait. You don't sleep in coffin either. This
Do
is
you
like
sleep
some
in a
old
coffin?
school shit. Yes!
How old are you?
I'm not that old. Like 80, but it's what I learned is we sleep in box.
Your back must be fucked.
Bro, look at this back.
Not
This back does not get fucked up.
not even a slight hint of scoliosis at the ripe age of 80. How do
None
you
of
do
it. None of it, bro. How much you bench?
At least two of you.
Oh, gotta see this, bro. Get down now. Let's go.
Got 2 dots of strength. I don't know if that's possible.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, but this is where we are. So, next steps.
Well, I don't have a phone anymore.
Well, you don't need one.
So the only way that she can get a hold of me is via brain summoning, which our good friend Eva just witnessed how that goes.
It sounds expensive.
It's not expensive. I don't know how it works.
You don't have like a brain summoning plan?
I tried to get insured for it once, and they told me that sounds like a scam. You shouldn't buy that.
You're regretting this now, yes?
100%.
But yes, this is where I know, this is what I know.
All right.
I'm open to ideas.
For future important information, maybe I'm not in the room, just in case.
But you are useful to some extent.
Oh no, I got plenty of skills. I'm damn good at what I do.
Yes, which is why it's good to have you in the room, but you make valid point.
Don't let me be in the room, but if you need my skills, bare minimum of what I need to know.
Okay.
So pretty much from, well, here, damn. Nope, it's in the tool bag. Never mind. I used to have a menu of like the packages I offer. It's like a nice little laminated page. So, when somebody didn't know how much of my services they needed, I could just be like, there you go. That's all the packages I offer. I was going to go with the the I don't need to know package.
Oh.
Just pretty much tell me what you need done. I don't need to know. It's cheaper that way.
This I will bear in mind.
And with that being said, we will go ahead and wrap up for tonight's episode of Indy by Night. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. It has been a very, very good time. And this was episode 46, A Ghostly Reminder. We will go ahead and see you guys next week for another wonderful episode. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. And we'll see you guys later. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.